Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Jungleology. I'm going to be doing a slightly easier champion. Well, I guess easy to play, but difficult to master with Nunu. Like, he doesn't exactly have like the highest mechanics or anything like that, but I feel like like you could have your mom play the game, and she could play Nunu. Like, anybody can play Nunu. He's so easy to play. But to master him, I think it takes a little bit of like studying the game and learning like where to be and when to be there. So we're just gonna go over him. I'm gonna do team builder just because I usually get like kind of gold and plat games on this account, which will kind of like, I don't like doing these in like a challenger game just because I don't think that your game will look like that. And a lot of people are like, oh, Nunu can't carry, you know, he's not a carry jungle. And going at a lower elo, I think it'll be more realistic than like how the champion would look playing in your game. I'll put tank. Let's see. Alright, so for Nunu, I run... Wait, do I even have the room? Yeah, I do have it. So for Nunu, I run attack speed reds, armor quints, you can run it per level or flat, health per level yellows, and MR per level blues. Some people run movement speed quints on Nunu, but I just prefer to run the armor just because it makes you ridiculously tanky, and you can pretty much trade with anybody. And then for masteries, I run pretty much the standard 921, where I get AP. Some people run utility on Nunu, but I don't really like it. And this just kind of goes with my standard room page, where, yeah, where I'm just going for as tanky as possible in the mid and early game. Like, that's pretty much my whole philosophy behind Nunu. I want to be like as stupid and tanky as possible so I can bait fights, and you can do this just by going to 21 defense and going those runes. All right, and then of course I go Flash Smite, pretty standard. Let's queue up. Usually you want to pick Nunu if you have like a hyper carry and you have a way of engaging a team fight. I think that's like the biggest thing that people miss out on when they're picking Nunu. Like, you need to have a way to engage on the fight. And then also, I don't really like to play Nunu when I have a really AP heavy team as well. Like, if I have like an AP top, AP mid, and like a Corki or something bottom, like that's like Nunu's worst team comp possible. Like, this team comp's not that good for Nunu, just because like AP top and then AP mid, and we don't have a way to initiate a team fight. Like, we have Bard ultimate and that's it, and they're like just running at them. So this is like not an optimal team comp to be playing Nunu, but I think I can make it work. We have a lot of slows though, and we have a lot of counter engage. So if they do decide to engage into us, I think we'll be all right. But this is definitely not a good team comp for Nunu. Well, hopefully we get a game here. I guess I'll talk a little bit about Nunu's skills and like how I like to max him while we're waiting in queue. It shouldn't take too long. It's very short. Pretty much Nunu. Some people max Q on him still, but I don't really think that's a good idea. Just because, like, before when people played Nunu, the real strength of him was the fact that you could do Barons so easily. Like, Barons spawned at 15 minutes, and you could pretty much run up there with your ADC or like a Jax or something stupid like that. And with Qmax and having a little bit of CDR, you could just two-man the Baron really, really fast. And in some cases, if you built for it, like you built like that Hex Drinker build, or no wait, Hex Tech Revolver build, you could actually solo Baron by yourself. So Nunu's like a really cheesy champion, and I don't really think that maxing the Q is the right way to go anymore. Usually I put like 1 or 2 points in Q. Generally I have like 2 points in Q by level 9. And I max out E just for ganking and early game scrapping. Like, Nunu actually does quite a bit of damage early game in his ganks, and he can actually scrap with the majority of the junglers. Like, he can fight Gragas, he can fight Rek'Sai to an extent. Like, he can't fight him head on, but he can kite him around and like whittle him down with the snowball. And then I max Blood Boil second after having 2 points in Q. Then of course you put a point in your ultimate every time you have it. But hopefully this queue time doesn't take too long. Luckily for me, EULCS is on, and I can watch that. Oh boy, those Giants! You know what's so funny about the Giants is that I don't think they had like that many rosters. They only like swap out one of their players to support, and then now they're just going off in the LCS. I thought that was kind of interesting. All right, the 220. Well, another reason I usually do these team builder games is because the queue times are pretty fast, but Not this. Oh wait, prepare yourselves for battle. Alright, we got it. We got it. Let's see what we're against. Watch us be against like Eve and a bunch of annoying stuff. Oh, yeah, jungle matchups. I think Nunu is pretty much good against all the jungle matchups except for Evelyn. Just because she can remove your slow, but she's fine. Alright, this is actually a good team to play Nunu against. Because, well, they have tons of engage, but I'm a counter engage. We have Bard versus Bard. And a Nunu versus Rek'Sai is a matchup that I'd weight towards. Like, I think Rek'Sai is stronger overall, just because you have like more gank pressure early. But as the later the game goes, the more it favors Nunu. So like in the early and mid game, Rek'Sai is like able to put out a lot more pressure than Nunu and do a lot more on the map. But as the game goes on, of course, you're Nunu, so you Blood Bowl your ADC, and you just tear people's ass up. Wait, alright. Well, we got Kalista versus Draven, though. I'm not even sure how that matchup goes. I feel like the Bard Kalista can win that. So, like, it's also really important. Like, when I play Nunu in solo queue, at least in Challenger, I only play him when I have an ADC I know that's really good. And I won't pick him in any other circumstance. So I guess it's a little bit harder to do that in solo queue for low elo. Like, I don't know how good this ADC sucks. This is going to be a really difficult game for us, just because our only sources of damage are Victor and Kalista, and they have Annie. So Annie's going to be assassinating one target, and then Volibear is going to be going after the other. So it's actually going to be pretty difficult to play this out. All right, there's a couple different jungle routes you can do in Nunu. One of the routes is you can cheese their buff. Or you can do like a power clear. Like, if you want to cheese the buff, you'd pretty much just ward the buff at like a minute 30-ish, or like a minute 40-ish. You do it pretty late, and then run back over to your camp. Hold on. Are you gonna proxy Singe? I might just solo the buff. I think that's also reasonably. You can also start on their buff too. I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna start on his red. Ward that. I'm just gonna sit in this brush. Yeah, but anyways, if you wanted to do the cheese, you basically would ward this, or you'd ward this at like a minute 30, minute 40. Then you would start doubles, tell your bot lane to pull for you, but give you a really strong pull so you don't have to smite. And then you use a run around here, and then come up behind him and then smite, consume the buff. Alright, let me turn this on mute, my bad.
Sound muted.
So I'm just gonna start his red, then run. I'm gonna go from his red to blue. Usually I don't like cheesing to start like just the buff because I don't really think it's efficient. But because we have a Singe, he's gonna probably be proxying anyways. I think this is perfectly fine. We also see that he's not starting doubles, so. I should be able to get this pretty fast. I'll just smite it to get back my health. Alright. Got his red buff. Rek'Sai without red is a little bit weaker on the gank, so that should help my teammates out a little bit. Or go get my red, and then I'll probably get the Scuttle Crab or something after that. Or I get the Scuttle Crab right now. I want to get the Scuttle Crab just because they have Rek'Sai, and like Rek'Sai plus Volibear's disgusting for the gank. Oh, they died already. Oh, that's not good. They just got crushed. So, like I was saying before, with the Nunu and the ADC, you generally don't want to play Nunu when you have a not so good ADC, because it can end up looking like this situation. I'm gonna save my consume for the Gromp. What happened to the level 3 Kalista? Yeah, what are they talking about? I can probably go gank top after this though. I'm gonna hit level 3 off this and look, because he can just fling the Volibear into me. I don't think we'll have enough damage to kill him, because he has his passive, but I can blow out all of his summoners probably. Oh, here's the Rek'Sai. He doesn't have red though. And he's dead. So basically the Singe didn't ward. Like, you notice how I got the Scuttle Crab for him here? All I had to do was ward here, and there's no real possible way that guy could have ganked. But he's not very good at this game. So yeah. And I think Victor's gonna die soon as well, if the Rek'Sai decides to go over there. I could counter gank it, but... Oh, this guy's solo. I'm just gonna come dive him. If he stays under the turret, I'm gonna come around from the right, because Rek'Sai is probably around here right now. Alright. He's dead. He could have waited on me. He would have been fine. But it looks like he handled it on his own. I can come behind mid, or bottom, I mean, and kill them now. I don't have red, but Rek'Sai is top, so I know he can't counter gank it. Should do that now. Taking his jungle right now. Usually if you see the jungle on one side of the map and you're playing Nunu, Nunu can take the jungle really, really fast. So it's always good to take their jungle and punish him. Because what's going to happen is he's going to farm his top side jungle. And then he's going to go back to base, right? And first place he's going to go is he's going to go into the bot side of the map. And guess what? Now he has no jungle to farm. So now he's going to be behind. I can't really do the gank here. Might as well get the Scuttle Crab. So I don't really need to go back to base yet. I haven't really done anything on the map yet. Like, this lane's pushed in, so I can't really do anything with that. But I got vision for them just so that the Rek'Sai doesn't gank. Yeah, we see him now. That's another reason to smite the wolf, as you can see him here. See how he's like, he's level 4. I want to get a pretty big level advantage on him. Now he's checking his ground, but that's not there either. So he might even like try to rage gank bottom or something. He might try to gank bottom. I doubt it though, he's pretty low health. I'm gonna go for mid. Don't. It's kind of hard to set this up with Victor, just because like his only CC is W. So if I flash snowball her, she can just flash out. I don't want to waste too much time with that gank. I just wanted to be there just in case. So since she's not moving up, I'm just gonna do this in the meantime. Oh, looks like she's going top. This Singe though. Alright, his wolves are spawning again, so I'm just gonna go take those again. And then I'm gonna go back to buy. I really want to gank bottom. That's the main reason I'm doing these like weird jungle routes. Stand on his thing, so he didn't have that for later. He's solo. I'm also hanging around mid by doing this jungle route. Like, your jungle routes are really important for like showing up at places where he has a stun. If he uses his Q, I'm gonna go on him hard. This is really dangerous actually, because bot can rotate up. He's bot and I haven't as well. He missed his E. He would have killed him. Yeah, he's gonna die by doing this, I think, unless he gets the stun off. Shouldn't be doing this. That's really bad. If he hit the E, I could have like committed harder, but that's okay. We chunked him. That means he can't get any ganks off. So I'm just gonna take doubles and then go back to buy. I now have my jungle item after this. They're gonna be really close. I might not get the jungle item. Might just get sidestoned and keep controlling the Rek'Sai. Victor can carry this game, so it's good that he's getting big. But my Blood Bowl is kind of useless with him. Alright, his red just came up too. So I'm going to go back and buy. I'm going to probably get Sidestone to start with. I value Sidestone pretty highly on Nunu. I'm going to get the red smite just because I might end up like dueling the Annie or the Volibear. And having red smite to survive their burst is really good. Wait, why'd I buy a potion? Potions are useless on Nunu. Alright, so Rek'Sai, because I started his red, he's probably going to go immediately to his red. That's like naturally what people do in like lower elos, is they're like, oh shit, like he started my red, he took it. I better like get up in here and make sure he doesn't do it again. Alright, so I'm going to start here because Victor's going back. And I could cheese the red or the dragon if I wanted to. Might do that. Yeah, I don't have smite up. If I had smite up, I'd cheese the dragon. I'm gonna go check his blue. Put a pink. Probably put a deep pink. Well, no, I'll put the pink here. I can come behind Annie though and kill her. if she keeps pushing here. Alright, she's not. If she kept pushing up to the turret, she'd die. Oh, nice, they got a kill. Good Callisto ulti too. Alright, Rek'Sai's probably coming bottom, so I'm gonna come to help them. Oh, he went this way. I went the wrong way. Come to me, friend. Alright, I shouldn't have gone on him. That's a mistake. I could have killed him probably. I thought he'd be able to kite him. A good Callisto player would have been able to kite that super easy. Like, he would have been able to just like go behind him. Yeah, I got so greedy for the... I misplayed that actually. I shouldn't have gone on him. Because if I slowed the Rek'Sai, I think he could have gotten away. So I'm just going to push this into turret. Because he had flash on him or whatever. That's the reason he managed to catch him. Yeah, I messed that up. I got so greedy to get the double kill. Shouldn't do that. Oh well. His blew up? He's probably warding that. Alright, I misplayed that really badly actually. No, I could have killed him. Alright, this is not warded. I hope I can get this in time. You can spam R to move it. What? Rek'Sai's over here. I haven't gotten a single good gank off. Yeah. The Rek'Sai getting that top kill kind of put him in a weird kind of like position. I can just go tower dive bottom now though. Like bottom doesn't have any summoners. This is a weird gank. Alright, not gonna be able to do this. So if we had an Annie or something we could. This guy right here. Coming for his blow. I'm just gonna hang around bottom for now because Rek'Sai's gonna come down here for sure. I want to kill Annie or Rek'Sai. Like I don't care about the Singe at all. Get the red. Oh god, they're coming down here. We can't fight this with like... I mean, I'm gonna come down here to help, but like with Annie comes, I can't do anything. Alright, we should be fine. Annie is super weak, so I'm not too scared of her. We can kill him. Alright, we don't have Victor. The other reason I fought that is because how weak the Annie is. Nice, that's really good. Alright, I guess I made up for the Rek'Sai earlier. We can dive this. I have enough mana. He needs to hit the Q though. Actually, we shouldn't dive this. We should back off and get dragon. I think I can just solo it. I don't have my I don't have my thing, but... Yeah, Annie's going the long way around. Wait, what the hell? He's dead. I'll give that kill to them. We get free dragon. Hooray! Alright, so I'm gonna keep maxing Q, and then next level I'm gonna get my next point in Q. Alright, I'm gonna keep maxing E, and next level I'm gonna get my second point in Q. And the main reason for this is just to speed up my jungle and to make sure that you get buffs from eating the minions or whatever. You get buffs from eating the minions, and you want that buff to last longer. Like the more points you put in the queue, the longer that lasts. And those buffs are like pretty handy. So, alright, I'm gonna get my jungle item now. I'm pretty rich for this point in the game, even though I haven't really got any kills. Alright, I'm gonna go buy. They're clearing wards. Buying. Pretty much at Nunu I like to make most of my plays around the bot lane. I'm just gonna buy another pink ward because they cleared mine. No, I don't blood boil you, friend, get back here. Alright, fuck him. Alright, he can solo blue. I'm just gonna come straight bottom and tower dive them. Like, I wanna put them in... I wanna get this Eclipsa as ahead as I possibly can because she's gonna be the one killing everybody with a blood boil. Oh, they should be. Oh, nice stun. I can kill him on my own. Oh, that's stun. I can't believe that hit me. Whatever, that's fine. I showed up late. That kinda sucks. We can keep going, to be honest. We can dive him. Look at this guy. Wait, what? What? Rek'Sai's coming down here. Wow, he's so oblivious to what's going on. Alright. Well, that didn't have to go like that, but I feel like he should have known the Rek'Sai was coming after that. He shouldn't try to kill him. Alright, well, the Callisto played that a little bit smarter. I think he would have lived. And that would have been a 1-for-1 trade. But the Bard also played that very poorly, so... I'm just gonna go take the blue, fuck it. This guy doesn't need it, he's just like shoving him all day. I'll do a full clear. I'm 10 CS ahead of the Rek'Sai right now, which is kinda unusual. Usually Rek'Sai should be pretty far ahead in CS. That's Rek'Sai's biggest strength, is that you can farm the game, you can farm out really hard early. And if he's not ahead in the CS, I mean yeah, he has a lot of kills, but I don't know. Him taking all the kills is not that good. Just because of the way Rek'Sai scales, and the way he's building him. He built Warrior into Randuin's. Unless he builds like a DPS item, it's not going to matter, because he'll just get kited by the Callisto and die instantly. Alright, we got mid turret. We need to back off from that, because Callisto's bottom. Like, that guy might be strong, but there's no reason to force here. Alright, well, I can't spam you with any more back pings. I got no more back pings. Get out of there. I swear if he dies. Alright, I'm gonna go Glacial Shroud next. Well, he kinda overstayed. If he doesn't have W up, he's gonna die. Ooh, whatever. 1-for-1 trade. Not bad. And the kill went to the Victor. I'm down with it. Oh, this guy got Swifties because we just have slows and no stuns. I think I can hold this. Are they pushing? Oh shit. I don't think we can kill this guy, but certainly wasting their time. This is such a scrap. We're trying to kill this Volleybird Nunu Bard. What a scrap. Alright, I'm pretty tanky. I don't think this guy realizes that. Yeah, this is such a shit game to play Nunu. We don't have much engage, and like we have like Bard's stun, I guess. Whatever. I'm gonna go clear this and then go back to buy. I'll pink here, because this is a safe pink. Like usually people don't go to clear this. Alright, I need to go buy. I'm gonna do that after I clear this camp. Well, I want to take bot turret. That should be my next goal. I want to take bot turret and control their blue. Because if I get bot turret down, then I can start cheesing Baron and all that good stuff. So I'll get Glacial. Probably go Frozen Heart next. He hasn't bought in a while. Alright, bot turret's down, mid turret's down. Like, we're behind in kills, but we're ahead in gold for sure. Damn Swifties. Alright, mainly because this Victor's shitting on this Annie so hard. 66 CS to 129. And as you can see... Oh no, I'm coming. He should be fine. Ooh, we here, bub. We here. We got the Singe coming from behind. We can kill this guy. I don't want to take the kill here, so I'm just going to give it to him. Usually, you should never take kills on Nunu, or try not to, because getting a kill on Use is useless. Always give it to your carries. Because if you can get 10 kills on Nunu, you're not going to win the game. Like, I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people make on Nunu. is they just like take kills over and over again when you're not supposed to. I put this ward here so that once a turret goes down, usually and it's the mid lane, you should put a ward there just so you can see where the people are transitioning to or rotating around the map. I'm just gonna take his jungle before I leave. It's always a good idea to take the enemy's jungle whenever you leave. They don't need me to get the dragon, to be honest. They just have it on their own, so I'm just gonna take his jungle instead. Like, Callista can pretty much smite it. No, don't take this. Oh god. She's dead. Nice. Annie, dude, she's so weak. She just has Morellos. I'm gonna push bot with this guy. I don't think we can take another turret, although because the Victor's out of mana. So there goes that. Alright, I want to cheese Baron. I can probably get this turret, even though we are low mana. Like they have most of their people. They have no Annie. Annie's like their big engage. That's their big threat. Yeah, once I get this, we can go get Baron. But I need a little bit more money. Alright. Give me my Frozen Heart. This will give me enough CDR to have my Q cool down enough to do Baron and sustain. It also gives me enough armor. Pretty much any time after you have these items, you can do Baron at any time you want with Nunu. And that's one of his strengths too. And Nunu is an objective control champion. And his Baron, Dragon, and buff control is like far surpasses any other jungler in the game. Not only because he has Consume, but because he also has Blood Boil. So he just like, he can make people crank out just insane damage. And you can just burn Baron super fast. And of course attack speed is really nice on Callista because you can stack your rend on them and then just shit on them. Oh, they warded it. Whatever. I just blood boiled the Victor. My smite's pretty low right now. I'm out! Alright, so I consumed it to a point, consumed smite to a point where she could rend it. Like, rend does more damage than consume and smite at this point in the game. So it's better to let her have the last hit on the Baron. Like, smite only does 680 and my consume's only 550. But her rend is like 1500 to 2000 damage. I think Annie AFK'd or something. In higher elo games, like what I did in the early game by controlling vision, would have meant that like the Rek'Sai would have never got ahead, and he would have never got kills. So like the early game wouldn't have been anywhere near as bad as it was. But because they should reset. But because this is like a a lower elo game, they did get those kills, and that's one of the main reasons I wanted to play this kind of a game like in lower elos to show like what the games look like. In that sense, they're dead. Oh, that stun! Damn. Okay. Like I have 009. This is like the perfect Nunu score you want. You don't want to take any kills, and you just want to show up, ward shit, and be on the map and be annoying. Make sure you get objectives. I don't think we can end, but we can try. Oh, I'm really low. I hope he doesn't cash it. Get away from me. Alright, I'm out. Okay, we overstayed a little bit. Whoops. Alright. I'm gonna get Locket now. Or try to. Probably get the magic resist portion and then get the Kindle gem. It makes the build path kind of weird, but since we're gonna be ending the game too, I'm gonna be CDR capped or close to it. What's my CDR? 35%. That's enough. And I'm 35% because I don't take the 5% CDR on blues like a lot of Nunus do. I used to do that, but I think it just like if you run the MR per level blues, you can just rush Frozen Heart without having to worry about MR, and then like nobody can kill you on their team. Whoops. Alright, I'm gonna get red to Callista, and then we're gonna siege bottom. Whenever you take a Baron, like an inhib, you should always siege on the opposite side of where you took the inhib. Because somebody has to stay top and deal with that inhib pressure. And that's when you strike. And it's safer. Dragon is also up soon. It's third dragon. I want this blue. Alright, I need to consume Gromp once so I can get the lizard buff. People undervalue how strong the lizard buff is on Nunu. Or this buff, rather. This buff right here, well fed. This actually adds a lot of extra damage. If you look at extra 29 damage that's coming in every time, that's from the well fed buff. So if you have like 4k health, it can be pretty good. Pretty much well fed mystery meat and elemental delight are like the two ones you want. And notice how I'm not standing when you're sieging. Like, notice how I'm not standing over by where my carry is. Oh, they both died. Anyways, I was saying, notice how I'm not standing where my carry is, and that's because I need to be able to disengage the fight. Oh god, I'm gonna die here. No, the Annie shit on them. But yeah, but anyways, if you see somebody trying to flank off from the side, your job is to like to cock block them and stop them from coming in. But unfortunately, I can't do that versus Annie. But Annie won't have flash again, so she won't be able to do what she did there. Oh my god, this guy. Flip versus flip. Oh well. We should be fine. Once Callista gets some magic resist, I think we'll be alright. Or she needs a actually she just needs a QSS so she can't get stunned. Because she got stunned and then she got crit by Draven, I think. She just got blown the fuck up. Damn, this guy's 7-1 and 8, but I'm so far ahead of him in items. Even after that. Oh, he's going random, or he's going, what's he going? He's going Frozen Mallet, Rek'Sai. That's pretty bad. He's just pure health. Callista went play the Ruin King, so that's just, she's just gonna chew his ass up. And I got Alacrity just for fun. I like to go Alacrity on jungles when I'm ahead and we're snowballing, we're gonna win. It'll just just allows you to chase people down. We can just do this again. They won't have flash tippers this time, and they have exposed inhib. So we need to wait on the minion wave first. So let's go get that. Wait, is this up? Alright, I need to consume that real quick. Need to do the damage. Alright, I have max level Blood Boil. As long as Callista lives, which she might not because she didn't get QSS, we'll kill everybody, but she should be fine. I just need to zone out the Annie, I think. He just flung me right into his team. Right, for some reason Annie tibbers me, so... yeah. Alright, we just... yeah. Callista versus their team is so nasty. Like, you can kite people for days with Callista and Blood Boil. Like, there's no way a Volibear or a Rek'Sai are gonna get on top of a Callista if she's playing it properly. Because not only do they have my slows, and the pull from the Singe, and like the high mobility, but like they also have the Victor W, and Victor W just cock blocks shit like that so hard. Damn, I wanted to kill them so bad. They got out. Alright, 0-1-13. Pretty ideal Nunu game. The Rek'Sai got kind of ahead early game, I think the biggest mistake I made this game was flashing on that bar down there. I could have flashed on the Rek'Sai and killed him. I didn't like factor in both of them having flash, so that was my mistake. But I think everything else I did pretty good. If I was going to finish this game on items, I would have finished with Locket, and because they're so auto attack based, I probably would have got a Thornmail. I think that would have been my next item. Let me see what I was against again. Oh, well, my client is dead, I guess. But I was against, I was against Volibear, and oh, that's gone. I was against Volibear and Rek'Sai and all that kind of stuff. So I think getting the Thornmail for my last item would have been really, really good. Well, that's the end of another Jungleology. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll probably do Gragas next week, or Evelyn, one of those champions. Gragas, Evelyn, Kha'Zix, something like that, or maybe Udyr. I thought I'd do Nunu this week just because he's a simple champion, and hey, pretty much anybody can play him. Like if you're stuck playing a jungle champion and you don't really play a lot of jungle, like Nunu's the guy to go to. Like he's easy to play and he works with just about every single team comp. So give Nunu a try. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.